All right, your Pratt Pack has begun his afternoon grind with a little Sheets coffee. Now that that's grinded, I'm ready to grind and go to work with a number of interviews today. We're going to head to Riverside in a little bit, talk to Coach Bill Hand. They've got a game tonight at Oak Hill taking on New Brighton. We were visiting their coaches just the other day, but now Van Zanik, the man behind this great brand that is all about faith, family, education. Geneva College, one of my favorite places to be, even on a rainy day. I'm here to promote the game Bethany tomorrow. Reeve Stadium, the Hall of Fame game. A lot of people going in, but let's begin with one of my all-time favorites, the best baseball beat writer in America, the pride of the Western Beaver Golden Beavers, where we were at yesterday. We just continued to connect all the dots. Mr. John Parado, game changer, 1985. Incredible talent.
Yeah, John, what he's done outside of Beaver County, let alone what he's done inside Beaver County. John's just an incredible writer, incredible person. The support that he has shown Geneva over the years. He started writing for the Beaver County Times when he was still a student at Geneva. And he has just supported Geneva throughout that, continued to cover athletics. And even today, he's been covering some of our games, doing some radio work for us even today. He's a busy, busy man, but just a great thing. And we created this game changer category a few years ago, midway through once we started our Hall of Fame, just for folks that didn't necessarily put on the Geneva uniform, but have really made an impactful difference in what we've done here. And couldn't be more happy for John and proud for John. And I know he's really excited to be here tomorrow.
He may or may not remember this, but many years ago, he's been with me on the radio a ton of times. We've done television. We've done a little bit of everything. Lots of social media. But I was a young broadcaster, a few years older than him, and I was at the then Midland High School, now the home of Lincoln Park, doing a game by myself, and I needed someone to do stats. And he was a young guy just starting in the business of being a journalist, and he actually took care of me, and we've had a lifelong friendship. So to he and his wife, Brenda, I couldn't be more proud. Now, the other people going in.
Yeah, we have a really nice class, and we still have a larger class. We put in 13 inductees this year, and it's a nice cross across a lot of our sports. But we'll start with football. Two of the best all-time tacklers in school history, number 2 and number 3 on the all-time list. Number 2, Gary Warman, played in the late 70s, early 80s, great linebacker for Geneva College. And the other one, you might remember when you were covering Geneva, Brian Hall.
Yep.
Brian Hall, great linebacker. He's the number 3 all-time tackler. And interestingly enough, the first husband-wife duo to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, his wife Allison Clark Hall was inducted a couple years ago. She played basketball for Coach Galbraith, went on a great run there and had a great career as a basketball player. So she'll be back in the house tomorrow. But Brian Hall, just one of the best that Geneva's ever seen, both he and Gary, football-wise. On the basketball court, another Beaver County product, Allie Cananzi. Allie Cananzi infield now. Best three-point shooter all time in Geneva history, over 300 in her career. Also played for Coach Galbraith. Just a great impact she had on the basketball court. So some great inductees. Lindsay Setting, she was from Center High School graduate. Played basketball, played softball and volleyball. Played softball for me, and played volleyball as well. One of the all-time leading in assists in sets, and also a career batting average around 370, 380 something. And she pitched. So got a couple cross-country runners going in. Dee Koutsouris, early 2000s. Nick Edinger won the first ever PAC conference championship for us when we made the switch in 2011, 2012. Two great long distance runners, and several more. So it's exciting class. Brian Kelly played the mid 90s for Coach Slocum when they won all their championships. Went to 3 consecutive NAA national tournaments. 1,800 career points, great career. Haven't seen Brian Kelly since he left here in 1996, so it'll be great to see him again back on campus.
By the way, nice win against Teal last week.
Yeah, it was good to get a win. Ugly weather, one of those ugly type games. Rob, if we hold the football, we can play with anybody.
Well, here's what else. I always joke with Gino. He's a great coach, and he's so passionate and have such respect and love for him about the passing game. And the passing game as opposed to running the football. But you really had, 377 yards of total offense, and your quarterback threw
3 touchdowns. Yeah, 3 touchdowns.
Very
they have a
impressed.
special talent, Hilton McLean, on the outside. That kid can really run, and trying to get him the ball has been a challenge, but he found the end zone 3 times last week. So
I was talking to your young daughter, who actually is part of the softball thing here, Beaver Falls grad. I met your grandson, your son's son. He's just walking, so pretty cool stuff there. But I found out something about you, and I've known you for decades, that I never knew. I knew that you played baseball here, but you actually had an opportunity to go to Pitt.
Yeah, grandfather went to Pitt, dad went to Pitt. My dad was a baseball player at Pitt and played soccer. He was an All-American goalkeeper, and his roommate at Pitt, hold on,
Okay.
Mike Ditka.
whose birthday was just the other day.
Right. So he knows Ditka well, and it was kind of a just understanding. I was going to go to Pitt. I got an offer, partial offer, to go play there, and literally a couple months before my freshman year of college, I visited Geneva. Only college visit I ever went on. Decided to come here. Life was never the same again.
No, this is a great place for sure. Just to remind everybody what's happening tomorrow night.
Yeah, so we have the Hall of Fame banquet. It's our eighth annual. It's been a great event, one of the signature events for the year for us. So 5:00 Hall of Fame banquet. Have a dinner, a nice banquet. Get all the inductees inducted into the Hall of Fame. Football games at 7, and then we'll have a short ceremony at halftime for the inductees as well. So I'm looking forward to a good night. Hopefully the rain holds off for us a little bit, and we're looking to get 2 in a row here.
All right, good stuff. Van Zanik, Hall of Fame game tomorrow night against Bethany here at Reeves Stadium. Much more to come with your Pratt Pack throughout the day. Don't forget, it is Woodland Hills and Pine Richland, Allegheny Health Network Sports Medicine Friday night game of the week. Coverage begins at 6 with Paul Alexander. Then, of course, Dan Zangrilli, Johnny Lee, Coach Mike White. They're all there with everything you need. And I'll be back on the air bright and early at 5 a.m. with those Coons Quality Food Sports Reports beginning at 5:15 a.m. and every half hour until 7:45 a.m. And, of course, the Coons Market Black and Gold Sunday show in which both of those coaches will join me to recap tonight's game. Much more on the road all day in the rain. Your Pratt Pack. Stay with me right here.